Hey everyone, it's Trisha. Today I'm going to be discussing 3 strengthening exercises you can use to strengthen the upper body, the core, and the lower body. Um, these exercises are curtsy lunges, bird dogs, and walk downs and shoulder taps. Walk downs with shoulder taps, actually. I chose to do a PowerPoint presentation because my kids would not allow me to record. So I have included some pictures for you guys. Okay, first off, we have curtsy lunges. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and your hands on your hips, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I prefer to place them at my chest. You can shift your weight. You're going to be shifting your weight from the right side, stepping with your left leg behind your right leg to cross them. Imagine a clock beneath you. Your left toe should be roughly at 4 o'clock. Bending both knees, sink into the lunge, keeping your chest upright. As you drop further into the lunge, push those arms, as I told you, like in the beginning. In the beginning, I like to keep my arms at my chest, like it kind of like a fist formation. Push those arms towards the rear of the room, squeezing the trapezius muscle in the back, and contract your quads, squeeze your glutes as you're pushing off the left leg, standing up into the starting position. You're going to repeat on the opposite side and alternate sides for 1 minute. The primary muscles used are the quadriceps, the gluteal muscles, which is the gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus, the soleus, and don't get me wrong, girl, let me tell you, I had a hard time pronouncing this word. Is it gastrocnemius and the trapezius? So the equipment needed is none specifically. Um, Sometimes I like to use weights or water bottles or cans or a towel, whatever I can find, and a mat if you want one, if you want your knee to touch the ground. Try to avoid the knees from bending over the toes and keep the foot that is remaining stabilized straight. Try not to turn it in any other position. Curtsy lunges are essential because they engage your core muscles and provide balance and stability and flexibility while strengthening the gluteal muscles as well as the legs. Moving on, I'm going to show you guys some pictures. So excuse my little mess in the background, but this is me. You can see, oh, my pictures got messed up. Sorry. Okay, the starting position is in the middle. It's supposed to be on the left-hand side, but it's in the middle. And the picture all the way to the left, you can see is the left leg lunging. And the position all the way to the right is the right leg lunging. To increase the intensity, just drive the knee towards the ground, and to decrease, try to avoid dipping as far into the lunge. The next exercise is bird dogs. Sorry, bird dog. Oh my gosh, long day. Bird dogs. So you're going to kneel on the floor with your hands firmly placed about shoulder width apart and point out straight in front of you and extend the opposite leg to the rear. The shoulders and the hips should be parallel. Keeping the core engaged, pull the outstretched arm and leg inward, driving the elbow to the knee and rounding the spine to form a contraction in the core. Hold for 5 seconds, then return your hands and knees to the outstretched position. Repeat for a minimum of 10 repetitions, that's what I like to do, and switch to the alternating side. The primary muscles used are the erector spinae, the gluteus maximus, the trapezius, the deltoids, triceps brachii, the rectus, and transverse abdominis. And equipment needed would be just a floor mat. I have seen people do this with book bags on. I haven't tried it, but I guess you can do a weighted book bag. Avoid dropping the core and try to keep the core contracted throughout this entire exercise. Keep your head aligned with your trunk or down. Do not look upwards because it may cause strain within the neck. And keep your head aligned with your trunk or down at the floor, and shoulders and hips aligned with the floor as well. The bird dog is significant because it requires stability and balance while strengthening numerous muscles in one single exercise. You're doing so many things in one exercise, guys. So this is a good one. And here you go. My pictures. You can see to the left, I'm starting in neutral position, trying to keep that back as flat as possible. arms shoulder width apart. You see as I move forward, the top picture on the going towards the right, you can see my right arm extended and my left leg are extended. And then you can see that contraction coming in. I'm trying to drive that right elbow into the knee while keeping the core tight. And the same thing follows with the opposite hand and foot on the pictures below. Lastly, we have the walk down and shoulder slaps. You're going to stand above the mat with your feet shoulder width apart and begin by walking your hands down in front of you on the mat in a tall plank position, not too low, and you want to keep that back straight. You don't want to hunch that back and you don't want to dip it down. If you keep your arms shoulder width apart directly under your shoulders, you should be good. While keeping the core engaged, you lift your right arm to slap your left shoulder, and then you use the left arm to slap your right shoulder. Once done, place the arms in a standing plank position, and you're going to crawl that body back and doing a reverse crawl back until a standing position. You're going to repeat for 1 minute. Oops, typo. 1 minute, not minutes, alternating the shoulder slaps with the opposite side of the body. Primary muscles used: triceps, pectoralis major, deltoids, rectus, and transverse abdominals. And the equipment needed may be fitness mat. I like to use the wrist weight and an exercise ball. I haven't tried it. I have an exercise ball, so I may try that tomorrow. Avoid dropping the core and try to keep the core contracted. Keep your head down and aligned with your trunk down at the floor. And the walk down and the plank, the slap plank targets the back, arms, and abdominal muscles. This variation of the plank decreases back pain and posture issues, and it also increases flexibility and balance. And here goes my pictures. So you can see at the top, I'm in the starting position, and I'm walking downwards into that plank position all the way towards the right at the top. And now you can see at the bottom, I am in plank position, tapping that left shoulder, and as follows, tapping the right shoulder, and walking my way back up into the starting position. So I hope these pictures were clear, and I hope this video was clear and you guys found this useful. Maybe you can try these exercises on your own. Later, guys.